There's two things that are different in the image that you see on the screen, but there's one thing in common as well. The one thing in common is the batter that you see. Shreyas Iyer is the batter that you see on this split screen that we have for you. But the thing that has changed about Shreyas Iyer is the stance, and those are the two different things that I was earlier talking about. This is the Shreyas Iyer we all saw at the Champions Trophy in Dubai. So 8 months back from now, this is how Shreyas Iyer would take his stance. And now cut to this Australia series that's taking place in Australia at the moment. This is a screen grab that I've taken from today's match, the Adelaide match. The one thing that's very clearly changed about Shreyas Iyer in the last 10 months is his stance. Look how upright it is. Look how straight it is. Notice the fact that his head positions also change. Here though, much in line, look at that helmet grill, much in line with where the umpire is standing. This time though, a clear effort at making it more straighter, even though the helmet's just tilting a bit more, it's going to the right of the umpire. But those are the little tweaks that Shreyas Iyer has made to his technique, and why? Now we have some answers to that. Let's take a look at what is it that prompted Shreyas Iyer to bring about all these changes to his technique. This is what he said after that match. A crucial knock from him today, although it went in vain, but Shreyas Iyer looking good, just as good as we saw him in the Champions Trophy. This is what he tells about his new stance. He says that the technique that I've lately got is not something that have changed suddenly. Since last year, I wanted to have an upright stance, especially on wickets where the bounce is a little more than expected. He further goes on to say that I've worked with this with my coach, and it's been suiting me quite well. I grew up playing with that kind of stance, so I thought of going back to my old method and seeing how it works out. This is what Shreyas Iyer tells us, that this for him in many ways is just about resetting and going back to the way that he used to play. And on that, let me tell you what is it that he said, because he goes all the way back to his playing days in Mumbai. He says that the soil over there are red soil wickets which offer extra bounce, and whenever there's extra bounce, as I just showed you as well, he said that having that upright stance just helps you play that extra bounce a little too well, and that's exactly what he's trying to do. He also says that chopping and changing, he's always looking forward to it in a way that it is something that he's comfortable changing his technique basis. The requirement in Australia, he says, is to be more upright, to be able to play the bounce, and he says that it is something that I am quite used to changing my technique. It gets the best out of me, the whole adaptation process, and I'm willing to do that. That's the essence that you got from Shreyas Iyer. The stark contrast over there, once again, take a look. Stark contrast in how things have changed for him. The batter over there, look at that, very much in line here. Not as upright as you see him just a few months down the line in this screenshot on the right side of the screen. Much more upright Shreyas Iyer. But at the end of the day, it's the eventual score that matters. And with Shreyas Iyer, no matter how much he's changed in terms of his technique, the results are there. He was undoubtedly one of India's best batters in the Champions Trophy, and in the series so far as well, he's been looking good too. Let's see what is it that Shreyas Iyer presents to us in the third match, which will take place in Sydney. You let me know your thoughts about his change technique in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today.